When your back's against the wall, you find out who you really are. I was watching a video recently that inspired this video. It's very important for men to understand this concept, especially if you're a younger man, especially if you're 25 and younger or a little bit older. We've kind of all dealt with this at some point. Some of ours are a little bit more extreme than others. Some of it was mild. Some of it was really bad. But that's not the point of this video. At some point, as a man, unless you grew up in a good household where you never had to struggle, but even then there's some struggle somewhere, right? What you have to understand as a male is that nobody cares, but more importantly, nobody is coming to save you. When you're down and out, it's some of the, at your worst moments, you not only discover who you are, but you discover who the people around you are, right? And you'd be appalled at what people will do and how fast people will drop you when they figure out you're struggling. It's the biggest mind fuck you'll ever go through, right? Because it's like this. When you need the help, when you're on the brink of losing it all, ain't nobody there most times to help you, to give advice, to give money, to give you a job. It's like all of a sudden, that day you were struggling, people's phones were off. They were away from the phone. It was like life lined it up that way, right? But like I was saying, going back to the saying, when you need the help, nobody's around to help you. But once you got it and you don't need help, everybody wants to come around and try to give you some advice and help when you don't need it. This is just human nature. You have to accept people for what they are, right? And this is where I've talked about this before in the older videos. The origins of an asshole. When you go through so many tough times, when you dealt with so many people that screw you over, and those people that brought you down to a low point, you develop a sense of fight. You develop a sense of assholeness where you tell people no. Excuse me. You tell people no. You tell people like it is, because you're not trying to go back to that low spot where you was before. You see a woman acting goofy, you either cut her off or let her know what the hell is going on, or you just completely ignore her and let the chips fall where they may. Why? Because you've dealt with so many goofy women before, right? You've broken the cycle of trying to pedestalize them. How can you pedestalize something or someone that can't be depended on, that doesn't have a good foundation? When you're down and out, you have to fight out of the ditch, out of the hole. By any means necessary. This is why older guys, the wisdom of older men starts to ring in your ears once you hit this hard point, right? Because once you hit the hard point, the low point, you get what they said about managing money, about saving money. You get what they said about not spending money on designer clothes and making sure your apartment's in order. You live in a good apartment. You start to realize the wisdom behind being around a good circle of influence, you being around a social system or a social environment that's conducive and helpful, that can help you when you're struggling. You start to develop faith. Faith is real. Faith and belief in yourself is 100% real. But more importantly, you start to throw away the ideologies and words like hope, words like dreams. Because hope isn't going to help you at your low point. Being asleep and dreaming is not going to help you at your low point. You have to figure out something real, a solution in real life to get yourself into a better position. I understand why businessmen never stop working. They keep gaining money over and over. They keep making business deals over and over and over. And in the average person's mind, they're like, hey, why are you being so greedy? Why are you doing such things, right? That person's trying to ensure that they'll never be broke again. They'll never be broken again. There's a verse by Jay-Z and Light It Up, Drake's song. Jay-Z is featured in it. One of the verses that stick out to me in that song is, fuck niggas, bitches too. All I got is this money. This should do. That's the shit, that's the mentality you start to develop once you go through that low point a few times. You do become a little bit more of an asshole. Not because you like being an asshole, but because you're trying to self-preserve your mental health. You're trying to self-preserve yourself. You're not trying to be fucked up in the game no more. So this is a very important video I wanted to drop for you guys. You guys go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video. Consider donating to the channel. All the ways you can support are in the description below. But you guys comment below your thoughts on this subject. We're out. See you in the next one.